You want to be in it.
But they just went all in for Kirk Cousins.
Yeah,
They want
they
their money.
go.
But
back.
I ain't talking about Kirk Cousins.
But they gave him guaranteed the same joint.
That's the same
The
thing.
same joint. They gave him guaranteed money.
But
Fully
you only
guaranteed.
getting Brady a 1 year deal.
Not
Not
a 3 year.
But if you don't win that 1 year,
I think Brady will take 1 year.
Joe, if you don't win that 1 year, dog, you
Yeah.
back in the same position.
Say,
You
bro,
setting your
you
franchise
stuck.
back because you have nothing behind Brady.
I just don't think Tannehill is the answer going forward.
Brady is- I
solid
think
for what
Brady
they
is
did
the
to him,
answer.
bro. If you
For
just
1 year, I would bet my money on Brady.
No.
Tannehill
Nah.
plays some
What
ball.
you saying makes sense. But if you're trying, like Tennessee can't invest in Tom Brady.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if they're feeling like Tannehill is not the answer, what you've been saying, there's a ton of quarterbacks in the draft.
But you can
So
draft
go
one.
ahead and draft one.
But that's what I'm saying, that you can draft one and have him learn from Tom Brady.
No.
Right? Yes, you
Has
can.
Tom Brady shown you that he wants to wait and tutor some damn young
Exactly.
ass quarterback? He has shown that his ability that he does not like tutoring young quarterbacks.
Look at Jimmy G.
Jimmy.
Look at Jimmy G.
But Tom Brady felt like he still had like 3-4 years left when Jimmy was
But
behind.
did he get
Which
up?
he did, and he won the Super Bowl.
What quarterback have Tom Brady said, yeah, man, I'm going to tutor you?
I think Tom Brady know right now he's on his last
You didn't answer the
leg.
question.
You said what?
He said, "What quarterback you know that Tom Brady? He ain't do nothing to Jacoby Brissett.
But you
He ain't
talking
do
about
nothing to
early, but
Jimmy
you
G.
talking about Tom Brady who's younger. I think at this stage, like
Tom Brady ain't trying to teach nobody.
it's like no, it's like
I don't think no quarterback.
No,
Is
no,
it like
no.
Brett Favre and all? And boy, he ain't
no.
want to teach nobody.
I'm
Aaron Rodgers.
gonna compare this to like when a player is at all time great, then they know like their career is coming down. They are more relaxed.
Yeah.
They want to teach and pass the knowledge on because they know their days are numbered. So we can move on.
So Pat Mahomes coming up for a deal. It's a real quick answer. Do he wait if I'm Kansas City, pay him this offseason, he's going into his 4th year, or make him wait and go to the 5th year, pick that up? And then if they do sign him this year, do he take like a Kirk Cousins type deal? He won't. He gonna get at least $40 million guaranteed. That's probably gonna be the standard.
Okay, well if I'm him, I'll wait
Wait for what?
for the cap to go up because ain't the cap going up
It goes up every year.
Yeah, so why I'm signing right now?
Okay.
I know I'm gonna get my money. So why?
What if he get hurt?
I wait till Dak sign because if Dak sign, like you said, if Dak sign for 40, I'm gonna get more. So no.
Okay. What you got, D-Spring?
Give me my money now.
Okay. So what's that number? What do you think?
He probably if it's 40, yeah. But well, let me say this.
Nah.
I think this. I think he needs to look at the bigger picture. Because if you sell out and take all the money, you're not gonna have nothing around with you, and you're gonna be an average player.
Well,
Your team gonna be average. And
not necessarily.
I'm just
right?
saying.
Like if he takes and
Oh,
get 40, let's say he take $45 million a year, right? Let's say he goes 3 year, 120 all guaranteed.
Okay.
Tyreek is locked up.
Yeah,
Kelsey is locked up.
11 of the 12 best players locked up in there.
So
you got Harvin on a rookie deal.
So now if that's the case,
The running backs are locked up. They young.
So if that's the case, I'll get the money now.
Sammy
me my money
Watkins, man, you know, he might.
Yeah,
come
but
back,
you
he
can
might
replace
not,
him. You
know.
can replace him.
Yep.
So if that's the case, I would give me my money. Pay me now.
Yeah, because
Everybody,
everybody,
yeah,
young,
that's
they young
pay me
team,
money.
in a
Yeah,
good
so
situation.
pay me now. Yeah,
So do he pull a Kirk Cousins and did like I want like that short deal, all guaranteed?
yeah.
That'd be a good look for
Yeah.
him. And then he'll be hitting the market again.
Exactly.
Well, that'd be a good look for the league.
For the league, yeah, because listen.
They'll finally start focusing on having
Exactly.
fully guaranteed contracts.
Exactly. See, these people looking at 5 years,
He's
120
what,
million.
I always say that, man.
He's
Go
what,
get-
24?
Yeah, he's running.
Yeah.
So just think if that boy signed like 3 year deal this off season, get like 45 guaranteed.
He's probably up for about 3 more deals in his life.
Exactly.
Yeah, dog. And the way these
So he
quarterbacks
can-
playing a long time,
Yeah, he can easily make
Boy.
that type of money.
he
Yeah.
can have that KG money.
So I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
like
take a short term deal. Give me my money
But,
now.
but I, like
and it'll be up.
James said this earlier, I don't know why all people just say give me all guaranteed. Kirk Cousins shows you the way.
Yeah, we always talk about this short deals, bro.
Yeah, especially
Well,
yeah.
if
if
you
you
24, oh yeah.
I mean, even a quarterback, but if you're a running back,
Yeah.
I mean, I understand they try to get the 5th year, but you're never gonna see that 5th year.
Nah.
So you get the short
They
deal,
gonna
bro.
cut
Get as much money. Don't try to get all up front. You want a reason why they have to keep you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? If you get them a lot of money up front, they ain't got to keep it in the long run.
Yeah, just so while we talking about running backs, so I saw on Bleacher earlier a couple of days ago, Sean McVay is gonna sit down with Ty Gurley and talk about his future. Now they just signed this boy to a big deal 3 years ago. What do y'all think they should do with Gurley? He didn't really play a lot. Knee issues, whatever that is. What do y'all think they do with Gurley?
I respect him for having the conversation. Instead of cutting him, I respect him for having the
I
conversation.
don't think they're gonna cut him though.
But he do.
game,
I think right now they need to figure out what is wrong with Todd Gurley.
They know. They just ain't telling nobody.
So if they know what's wrong with Todd
I don't
Gurley,
think they tell.
they
I
need-
don't
they-
think they want to tell nobody.
so they need to talk to Todd Gurley and say, look, we might need to adjust your contract and have you at a limited role, or we gonna cut you.
But they still paying him the guarantee.
Well,
If
you
I'm
just-
Todd
well,
Gurley,
then you got to keep him.
you ain't cut mine. You give me.
You got to keep him then,
Yeah.
depending on how bad it hits the cap.
Cause Todd Gurley know he ain't
It's
getting
already a
nothing.
bad deal.
So if it's a bad deal, you might well keep him.
Would you, if a team call and say, hey, I know you might. Everybody know they want to get out of that deal.
Yeah.
Would you trade for Todd Gurley or do
No.
somebody?
To get out of that deal? Hell yeah.
No, if you're another team.
Yeah, I'm saying if you're another team,
If another team want him, he gonna have like a half and half.
No, so what question you ask? Do another team trade for him?
No, yeah, he's.
what should the Rams do? Do they cut him, trade him? Because evidently they don't want him.
You keep him. You stuck with him right now.
So you gonna
So why cut him when you
So
have to
you
pay
gonna
him anyway?
limit a guy that's making about almost $20 million a year.
You have to. If he ain't the best player on the field.
Todd Gurley still can get it done, dog.
Yeah, I'm just saying,
You
you
play
bring-
until he can't play no more.
Yeah, you bring another running back in.
Well,
but
they
you
got
do-
one. They drafted one last year.
Yeah.
Second, third
Yeah,
round.
you still gotta keep him because you paying him regardless. But you just play the best player.
Nah, you ain't doing that.
You're not doing it.
Shit, why not? I don't care about.
I mean, I agree with you.
I care about winning and loss.
No, I agree with you. But then they gonna be like, well, you know what?
Shit, he was limited this year where they wasn't giving him so many touches.
That's true.
Yeah.
So what's we gonna change next year?
Alright, so I think somebody might call for him, but we done with the NFL. It's all season NFL. We hot right now is the NBA. We had a flurry of trades. Some of them I was scratching my head on.
And my Lakers ain't doing nothing.
And so we can let's rap about it. So we had some trade. We had Capella to the Hawks. So what was your trade?
Oh,
Right.
Whoa, before we get into that,
Yeah,
bro.
what's up?
And let me throw a little curve in here. Because I know y'all, I watched a little bit of it actually on the plane. I wanted to see what your feelings on it. What y'all think about this XFL?
Hey, but we
I
can
kinda
go to the
like
game.
it. I kinda
Let's
like
talk
it.
about it real
I
quick.
like it.
I like it. Yeah.
I got a few questions I want to talk about.
All right, let's do it. Go into it.
Because I was cool with it. I love the setup. I love some of the rules. The 1 point, 2 point,
3 point.
3 point, 2 yard, 3 yard, or whatever, like 1 yard, I think 2 yard, and 5 yards. I thought that was pretty cool, or 10-yard line or something like that. And the kickoff stuff was interesting. But it was one point in the game, during the game, that was just getting on my nerves. And it was the part where they were like interview the player straight after a play.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady, God bless her, she would run up to the athlete, whoever it is, and she'd be like, "So what happened on that play?" And the guy's like, the guy would be like try to explain it. Some dudes articulated very well because some are caught in the moment, some are cussing, and it's anything. It could be a personal foul, it could be any type of play, any type of issues. Like one guy, the kid who missed the field goal.
Yeah.
She was like, "What happened after that play?" I was just like,
Get out my face.
I was just like, when somebody gonna say, "You don't get out my damn
Yeah,
face," lady?
somebody
Like,
gonna say Somebody
like,
gonna
go,
say
like, I know, like, cause something happens, but I thought it was interesting,
Mhm.
but it was killing me.
They got something.
But
man.
what do y'all feel about
I think
the
it's
NFL?
good. It's
What
good.
do y'all find is good about it? What do y'all feel like could be some issues down the line?
I think one of the issues is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They gonna catch the wrong dude on the bad play, and he gonna like, man, he gonna go off and she
Get out my
start
face.
crying
He
and
gonna
she
say,
and
yeah.
start crying.
Yeah.
But as far as the level of football, it was pretty good.
It's decent.
The quarterback play needs to get better.
I mean, the quarterback play had to get
I
better.
see why Jones, what's the dude name?
Carter Jones.
I see why he ain't in the league.
Yeah,
Good Lord.
yeah.
It made me respect Urban Meyer more for the announcing check to that dude. I'm like, this dude is trash.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I mean,
it's solid for
you know, it's
Yeah,
you
little
can
fix.
sit there and watch, enjoy the game.
ain't
You know,
trash.
it's one of them joints that it ain't like an OX, like a real league or some mess like that.
Yeah.
You see people that done played on the NFL level before,
Mm-hmm.
and in this league and trying to get back, and and a lot of these dudes getting a second chance.
They might
You know
get
what I'm
a
saying?
shot.
That might get a shot next year.
Yeah.
So I mean, I sit and watch the season. Hey, what else am I watch?
We should go to a game.
Yeah, we did. Is that Audi Stadium,
Well,
or the baseball field?
How many home games they got? 4? Is it
It's 8 teams.
So we need to check that out like right ASAP.
Cause
Yeah.
yeah, I need to figure out whether it's gonna be warm that day or not. If it ain't warm, I ain't
Oh
coming.
yeah, shit. I ain't gonna try. You're right. They ain't got no
Going
dog
outside.
They ain't got no
Oh no,
dog.
it's at the
soccer
Audi.
field.
It's at the Audi.
Yeah, the soccer joint.
It's
Yeah,
not a dog,
yeah.
right?
No.
Yeah.
So the weather ain't like 65, 70.
Yeah.
James
I
ain't
ain't
showing
gonna
up.
say 55 or 45. I'm not
Like,
gonna
cause like
say
I watched the game, I'm looking at the rules because they are like I like the kickoff when they have to wait. They have
Exactly.
to wait. Like they kick out. First of all, he didn't kick it past 20 yards, and they like you got to get the ball at the 40,
Yeah.
at the 45.
At the
On
45.
the other team.
Nah, if you kick the ball out of bounds, you get on the 45.
No, he didn't kick it past 20. He had to kick. You got to kick it past the 20.
Yeah.
If you don't kick it past the 20, they got the ball at the 45.
That's
So
a
so
good
that
tweet. That's a
so
good
so
tweet.
look,
Yeah,
another
yeah,
tweak is
yeah.
if you kick the ball out of bounds, you get it on the team's 45.
So that's another.
That's another twist, yeah. So if you kick the ball out of bounds, you
Yeah,
get it on the
yeah,
team.
yeah.
Dude, he didn't kick it past 20 yards, and like I was like, oh, he didn't kick it past 20, and they were like, they called a penalty. It was like, you get the ball on the
On the
other team.
opponent's 45.
On the
So
45.
and I like the kick. Now if they wanna adjust how kickoffs are done, they got a perfect way. You get everybody close up,
Yeah.
and when the person, if you want to stop like, if you say you got this many concussions, okay, look what the XFL did. Everybody start with right up close.
Yeah.
And you ain't running 45 yards to hit somebody in the mouth.
Yes, no,
you right up
running, right.
and no running. So that means that dude who kicking off, you better be able to kick the ball. you better be able to kick it.
Because if you don't
Yeah.
take it far enough and that dude can catch it, because first of all he got to do is juke 1 or 2 plays.
Exactly, it's touchdown.
He's touchdown.
It's touchdown, yeah.
So I just feel like they still, the quarterback plays is not that it's
Yeah,
less to be
And
desired, but I definitely feel like if they
They got
get
some stuff in
if
it,
they
yeah.
get some good playmakers
Exactly.
and show some exciting plays, and they got some.
I hope they can stick around.
Yeah.
You know, they tried once, it didn't work out. Went back
Who
up
that-
real
But
quick.
this one look a lot better though. This one look a lot better than what it was. back in the
He
day.
seemed like he's more prepared this time
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
Who on this league?
Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon on this league?
But it looks better. It looks better than what the other.
And they got more partnerships. They got
Exactly.
partnerships with ESPN,
Yeah.
Fox.
Okay.
So you can see they
If Vince McMahon the winner though, look what he did with the rest.
The trade, who went to a good situation, a lot. But give me your thoughts, D Spring.
My big head scratcher is the Houston Rockets because they
Small ball wins, man.
Nah, small ball ain't gonna win in the playoffs. Cause if them jokers ain't hitting them threes, who gonna rebound? I mean, who is gonna rebound for them? When your biggest player is 6'7", your biggest player is 6'7", and he shoot the ball on the outside too. So who is gonna rebound? You think James Harden getting down there? No, he ain't rebounding. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what they're going. I just think they should have kept Capella and kept it moving. I mean, Covington, he like to shoot on the perimeter. So who you got? I think Iggy went to the Heat. I think that was pretty good for them. Now they got some extra help. I think he's going to help them tremendously. But I still think the Bucks is still coming out the East. But that's going to help them out. I think the Sixers should have did something. Because you got 2 unhappy campers over there.
I've never seen 2 unhappy superstars playing each other outside of maybe Marbury and KG,
Yeah.
or I'm trying to think of another duo that just did not like each other. Shaq and Kobe.
Shaq, Kobe.
Like-
I don't think so much Shaq and Kobe didn't like each other. I just think that Kobe wanted Shaq. He wanted more out of Shaq than what Shaq was willing to give at the time.
Yeah.
Well, I've never seen too many people, and they may not hate each other, but just their chemistry on the court, man, it doesn't even look like it's.
Embiid
It's
he
like-
looked unhappy though.
Yeah.
Embiid just look like, bro.
And he plays at a certain pace, and Ben Simmons, when he plays at that quick pace, he flourishes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It just doesn't mix. And Brent Brown's he's a mess.
So what you think about the Drummond trade as a Pistons fan?
For business wise, it made sense. I mean, the Drummond era has to end, and if you bring back, you couldn't keep him and Blake.
I do gotta
Blake-
give you,
Blake's so
hold on, I
good.
do gotta give you credit for something though.
What?
You did say at the beginning of the back before we got into basketball that one of them had to go.
Yeah, one of them got to go.
You
Hey,
said
it
before
just-
you said.
You couldn't keep both of them. 1, contract wise. 2, Drummond's a free agent, and 3, the just their styles. Even though they could play well at times, it didn't mesh. It just wasn't dominant.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they were looking for, them two to dominate inside and be like the difference between everybody else playing small ball or just shooting threes.
But Blake hurts so much though. Like he hurt now.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? To be honest with you, they should look to get out of his contract too,
Yeah, dog, that's a
because
bad deal now, boy.
that's a bad deal. build through the draft. It's gonna be a strong draft coming up. And they should go ahead and start getting to the Michael Williams sweepstakes since he's a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
He should be cooked by the time he makes the pro. 'Cause they're gonna be
They'll change the
He'll
rules.
change the Pistons at that point. At that time, they'll change the rules. So they should get into Mikey sweepstakes. But at this point, man, it just you go all in with the draft and just try to build through that because they should get Jackson contract off this year.
Yeah.
Drummond
They might buy him out.
Yeah, it's you got to go ahead and start over because this team, just from a roster standpoint, is just not talented.
But does that make sense for the Cavs? Why do Cavs get Drummond? Like,
Yeah, I don't. Now that's the part I didn't understand.
They don't know what they're doing.
But I feel like because I mean, the Detroit didn't get much
Right.
out of the deal. They got like a second round pick and a couple of pieces, couple of players. So I didn't understand that part. That's the part I was kind of
Like,
like,
what the Cavs doing? They
Well,
ain't-
I think
like,
the Cavs want to
Drummond
sign him for a
like they going all
long-term
in.
deal, but I'm just like, what?
I didn't see the point of that. But if they wanted to pick up that contract for the rest of the year, that's on them.
Yeah.
Because the Cavs ain't going to the playoffs. They're like, well, he's a big free agent piece.
Man.
Investment for us. Invest in what?
Because y'all ain't got nothing else.
I ain't got
so-
number Kevin Love trying to get out of it. Keep what you think, dog. You've been quiet. You been you come back. Hold on. All this time you just come back with a
No. I wanna dive into the. Y'all was talking about one trade. I was saying the Houston, right? It's interesting, right? I think they're going like AAU basketball, right? Where I see where
Okay.
you're trying to build up tempo team, right? And it's kind of interesting, right? Because I was watching them play the Lakers, right? Because basketball coming down to it ain't about height, right? It's about fundamentals. If you box out, it ain't about if you 6'7", but if I put a body on you and you got to come over my back, it's hard for you to get a rebound over me, right? But then I think D'Antoni is going to I think D'Antoni's like, look, I know I'm gonna get fired already, right? So why not?
He gonna just not have a deal.
Right.
He
So
gonna end up
no, he already know at this year they pretty much. If I don't win, get to the West Conference Finals, he know he's not getting the job back.
Okay.
So he's going to his type of ball screen, which is today's basketball. Like when I see teams, because I say AAU, right? Sometimes I see teams don't have no big man. They have all 6'4", 6'5" players, and they just up and running, right? But they boxing out everybody rebound. Like Russ can go get you 10 rebounds, right? Who's the TJ Tucker?
Yeah.
Get you 10
TJ
rebounds.
Tucker.
TJ Tucker, right? Well, PJ, but you see where I'm going with this, right? I think he feel like, look, we're gonna get up tempo, shoot threes, we're gonna box out rebound. They beat the Lakers the other night, but like you said, in a 7-game series, I don't see that working because you can stop what you're trying. So who had the best trade? The Clippers. By getting Morris, now you got another body you can throw at LeBron.
Okay.
You got
You got
Paul George, you got Kawhi, and you got now the Morris dude, right? You got perimeter defense, and also you got what's the little guard?
Nah, they just waiting today. Isaiah Thomas.
No, I'm not talking about
Lou Williams.
Not Lou Williams, the hard dude who played defense.
Beverly.
So I like what the Clippers did, even though everybody
the
said
Bills got stronger with Morris.
Yeah,
They didn't have to make that trade.
they did, but they knew the Lakers wanted him, and they
Yeah.
like, look, we gonna go get him because the Lakers won. And I just like I love that trade what the Clippers did on the perimeter wise, but
Yeah.
overall, that was tough because I thought the Lakers could.
You like Iggy to the Heat?
I like Iggy. Yeah, I like Iggy to the Heat because Iggy a dog. He can go with
Butler.
Butler, but I still think
They gave up a lot for
I think they one player away because Winslow was alright,
Bust.
but he still
Bust.
Where you play college?
The Doogies, right?
But I still think Miami is like a play away. They need
I like the Jay Crowder because I mean you don't know what Iggy's gonna give you, right? He haven't played since
haven't played in a
last
while,
spring.
right?
He was already on his last leg in Golden State. But I like the Crowder trade. Crowder's a scrappy player, typical Miami type player.
Right.
He can give you the corner three. He can shoot it. He can take the pressure off Jimmy Butler from not always having to take the best player, especially early in the game. Like I'll put Jimmy on the best player come fourth quarter. But I like I'm surprised
I thought
they just gave him Crowder.
they gave up a lot though.
They did. They gave
because
a
I
lot.
think they gave up. They gave James Johnson up.
The young player.
And they gave up what's the dude, Jones, Jerry Jones.
James Jones.
You know, the one that was dunking on everybody crazy. And he was like, he was coming off the bench playing well.
Yeah.
And
They think they're making a championship push, but I don't see championship pushing that team.
They're not beating
They ain't beating
Milwaukee, but they can be the number 2 team.
I don't think they can
They
beat
could
Toronto.
they could probably push
that's what
Toronto.
surprised me.
I don't think
That'd be a good series.
I don't think they can beat Toronto or Boston.
That'd be a good series.
I think Boston and Toronto will beat them.
But I think if they play Boston, I think Jimmy can lock up Tatum or Brown, make them work.
Okay, so but who gon'
Kimba could be them a problem, but I think you defend it by committee, kind of make him work to get his shots.
What about? I mean, you got what's the dude from?
Gordon.
Haywood.
Gordon Hayward. He's gonna be. He'll be.
He gonna get you about
Boston got some
18.
talent though,
Yeah,
bro.
they got some talent.
But I'm talking about the guys from
They got Jalen Brown,
Turkey
Tatum.
Oh,
from
I know what you're talking about.
Eden Cantor.
He
Cantor's a
size.
player that's gonna can give some problems in the inside.
But
But
then you just hope Bam can put a body on him.
that's the key because I think Bam plays well, but I mean he does a lot with a lot of athleticism. I mean skill level, I'm still seeing that he's
He's
struggling
raw.
in this game.
He's very raw. Even when he was in Kentucky, he was real raw.
So I just don't see what can they do in a 7-game series. I think they got some mark for shooting the ball with Hero and
He
the other kid.
the other guy,
Donaldson,
young white guy,
yeah,
the little point
I
guard.
think it's Donaldson.
Something like Donaldson.
Yeah,
none playing well.
Them
He
kids,
got some talent.
they got some talent, but just
Supposed got something to work with, bro. But what was up with that the D-Lo versus the Wiggins trade? Like what Gold State doing?
They think I see
it's more about
why.
pieces and more complementary.
I think
Wiggins
Wiggins
would be a
will
better
fit better
fit.
in Golden
He's a
State
better fit.
because how they play. He don't fit with Towns and this is the thing. People expected more out of Wiggins when he came out of college. And I don't think yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But I'm like sometimes the number 1 pick ain't the number 1 pick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, because it's judgmental. Like who you feel that what you think this guy. I don't think he lived up to the hype, but I do think now. He doesn't have a lot of pressure on him by going to Golden State because them other boys got the pressure on him. He's got to be able to fit in and know his role within that team when all of them come back. Yeah. So now the pressure ain't on him. He can play relaxed and play, and he probably going to play better. I think D-Lo will play better in Minnesota.
Yeah. But that's gonna mess up their cap though. Like that's a lot of money.
And they got to figure it out.
Yeah.
They got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Who cap?
Golden State.
Golden State, it wasn't a good trade for them.
Oh no, it's not gonna mess up their cap.
That boy getting like $95 million.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not gonna mess up their cap because one, D'Lo was getting $100 million. He's getting over $100 million.
Is it?
He signed over $100 million.
Huh?
Yeah, so it didn't mess up their cap at all. Actually, it gave him some cap flexibility.
Okay.
And it gave him flexibility with
Everybody else already locked up on their deals, right?
And the simple fact they probably gonna get a top 3 draft pick.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So they gave them flexibility to what they needed.
Yeah, they gonna
They
get
got
top
and they got
pick.
rid of like 2 or 3 other players in that deal, and they traded the 2 dudes for the to the 76ers. They traded
They did make
Glenn
it
Robinson
easy.
III and the other guy
Yeah,
to the 76ers. So they got a lot of they just got some cap flexibility.
Because it remind me of
They
that
going
year.
after your boy.
It remind me of that year when San Antonio had that bad year and they like wrestling.
Like Tim Duncan.
They got Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
So that's what they're trying to
Yeah,
do.
because I mean, I always say you seen Draymond not playing that
Yeah,
much.
right.
Yeah. But they don't really have that stud in college that you be like, yo, I'm tanking for this dude. They got some talent.
They got
Maybe
some
not taking, but
They got talent.
Golden State don't need that.
No, but they got 3 All-Stars.
They got 3 All-Stars, then you add a Wiggins.
Mm-hmm.
Now the person not even on Wiggins now. He can play.
Yeah, he can play free.
Yeah.
He can play. He can really be a defensive
Yeah.
stopper and then a scorer.
And you go get you a top 5 pick.
Yeah,
You
you.
right back in.
They back. Listen, they did well with that.
So scenario could be if let's say they get the number 1 pick. They got one of the worst records in the league. Would you
Mhm.
package that pick with like a Wiggins
No,
or package with something to try to get a top 10 type player?
no, because you
I
got
think
3. You got 3 All-Stars already. All you need some a piece that.
Well,
can go
they
with
had that and they went and got KD.
Yeah,
It showed that
but,
they needed a 4th star.
but now you got the way the league set up now. You only got 2 superstars on the team. You don't need 3 superstars no more.
But you got to have good role players. If you ain't got that.
But that's what I'm saying. So they can deeper their bench by getting
Yeah.
a rookie who's an upcoming player. Now you got money to go solidify your bench.
So why you like the Morris trade?
I like the Morris trade because, like I said, that's another body you can throw on the perimeter to guard LeBron. And LeBron he already have been struggling playing the Clippers, right? Because now you can say, all right, Paul George, your time. Kawhi, your time. Morris, your time. Even he made it hard on LeBron when he was in Boston. LeBron got his points, but now he don't have to check the whole game. They just throwing fresh bodies.
And he can get you 10 to 12
Yeah,
points.
and
too.
he
can
can
get you
score.
10 to 12
So that's why I love the Morris trade for the Clippers, bro. Like the Clippers are all in right now. Like we're trying to win this
Are you
championship.
concerned with their size?
No, because you don't have more dominant post players no more.
But you don't have. But Lakers got a ton of size that
Yeah, but
they can
me-
get shots up and they can get to the glass.
Yeah, but the only person you worrying about on the Lakers that's gonna punish you inside is AD, and he's a pick and roll.
I think you gotta worry, but you gotta put a body on Dwight.
But that's what I'm
Lavelle
saying.
is active.
But that's what I'm saying because I look at AU ball. Height is good, but if you stick to your fundamental, if I put a body on you, you can't jump over me.
Right.
If I'm boxing out,
Okay.
you know, if I'm 6'8", but if I got my body in front of you, the ref gonna call that over the back. It comes to boxing out, and that's what I was saying by Houston with that's the way D'Antoni thinking. It's about fundamentals.
Let me ask you a question. Since you love LeBron, you're not afraid of the fact that the Clippers just got strong on the perimeter?
Absolutely. I mean, I think
Because that's an issue that you should be facing. The fact that
Absolutely.
they're strong on the perimeter, and the fact that they already was a better perimeter defensive team than the Lakers anyway.
Absolutely.
And I mean, as much as I've seen, I almost called him Bradley Bill, who is balling, by the way.
Should have been All Star.
Should have been All-Star. What's the guy, number 11 for the Lakers?
David Bradley.
Yeah, Bradley. Even though he played well the other day, if you put the likes of Kawhi or PG or Beverly on him, he's gonna be, him and Green gonna be locked.
Yeah.
So
And Morrison.
and Morris, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, so what does the Lakers do from a perimeter standpoint?
So I think for the Lakers, I think they need to do whatever they got to do to get Collison.
Collins is not gonna make that big of a
But I think it's not so much the impact for LeBron usage. He's bringing the ball up every play. He got to initiate everything on the offense. It wears him down, and that's what the Clippers are banking on. I'm gonna put 5 bodies on you for 4 quarters. I can put anybody on you, PG, Kawhi, Morris.
I don't think
anybody.
that's they're banking on. I think they're banking that they feel like they got better players than the Lakers.
I think
And I
if you
feel
look
like-
at roster to roster, they do.
I think they feel like Kawhi's better
They
than
shouldn't
LeBron.
even. They shouldn't even.
And I feel like
They shouldn't even think about.
And they're looking at it
having
like-
better players. They do have a better roster.
and they're looking at it like we're willing to
Get AD
take
as
Morris or get AD or take Morris, maybe put him on AD, or take Morris and put him on LeBron, and we gonna run with Kawhi because Kawhi gonna take us home because he right now is the best player in the NBA. I think that's what they're thinking.
I thought you said you.
So I mean, if you look at
I said that's what they think.
thinking.
Oh, okay. I want to make sure I heard that.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm
I
the
think Giannis
Lakers,
the best player.
if I'm the Lakers, I would be concerned, no doubt about it. Because like I said, they can wear LeBron down. But if you look at their 2 games that they played, the games were close, even without Morris, right? It comes down to AD and LeBron say, you know what, we're not losing the 4th quarter.
But
We're gonna dominate.
who closed them out?
Who closed them out? Kawhi. I believe Kawhi, if I'm not mistaken.
So what I just say? They feel like
Right,
Kawhi
I mean,
is the
they
best
should feel
player
that way. If you
in
beat
the
somebody
NBA,
twice,
and that he's gonna close them out
right.
every time they see him.
Absolutely, they should think that because they've proven it and they've done it, right? So you should have that confidence going into playing the Lakers. We beat them, but Brian can be like, man, like I don't think they can beat me in the series because he feel like he plays better in the playoffs. He feel he's been there. Kawhi's been rolling the playoffs the last couple of years. I think it'll be a great but I think one of them is not going to make the Western Conference Final for some reason.
No.
Everybody's writing the Lakers and the Clippers into the Western Conference Final.
That's a given.
Something's gonna happen, bro.
Who's gonna beat
Yeah,
them?
who's gonna beat them?
Houston could give you a
Nah.
problem. Houston giving you the same size as the Clippers.
Nah, Clippers got more than 6'5" dudes. They taller dudes on them. Houston
Utah is
6'5".
playing well.
6'5" is the tallest guy.
Utah is playing well.
Utah's not gonna beat them.
No, they're not.
But they solid. They playing
But
some
not
good
in the
ball.
7-game series.
Utah's not gonna beat them.
Denver got some talent.
Not in the 7-game
Not gonna
series.
beat them, bro.
But I think something just gonna happen. Like, if I'm the Lakers, like I said, I'm concerned. But you bought AD and LeBron together to get them over the
You know
hump.
they only like 4 games.
It's
Three, no,
it's like
no,
two,
two
2.5, 3. It's
Yeah,
close.
Two games.
It's
Two
close.
games.
So I think Clippers lost that day. So I think it's 3.
It's
They
It's
lost.
3 games.
It's real
Three
close.
games.
So-
it's only 3.
Yeah, it's close.
So it's a possibility that if they come down to the end, and one, if you pay attention to because what I've been noticing about Kawhi for the last 2 weeks, 3
Oh, he's
weeks,
been balling.
He out tonight
he
too.
looked like he's been moving. his body is looking like it's is working for him at this point
Oh, yeah.
of the season. Like he's
Well,
moving,
he should be
fluid.
fresh.
Hey, that's the whole point of the game plan, right?
Be
It
fresh.
was never to be like, hey, let's be fresh at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
It's more anything else. And I watched the other game against I watched it actually on the fight with the Lakers.
Mhm.
And here's the thing: that game with the Lakers and the Warriors, even though they won,
That was a
it
close
wasn't.
game.
It wasn't.
I'm
a
surprised it
blowout.
was that close.
It was
dog.
a struggle of
Yeah.
a win.
Yeah.
And I feel like that right there is something to be shown is that
They
they
give 120
they
points
couldn't
to
pull
the
away
Warriors,
against
dog.
the Warriors who had
Nobody.
like nobody.
Nobody, dog.
I just find that hard. It took a walk-off shot by LeBron,
Yeah.
a step back three all the way in the corner.
too. That time was long.
That
That probably was the
Put
longest
that game
three.
on.
But you
you
know,
could take, too.
I think the Lakers are still feeling themselves out. I think they really are still filling out like the kinks and everything with LeBron and AD. They still trying to figure out the kinks. Now, I do agree. Like the Clippers, they got the stud over. They start studded over there.
Mhm.
But still, we got to see PG play in the playoffs. We can talk. We can talk
I
all
said
this.
last year,
We can
he
talk
balled
about
last
yeah,
year.
but last year and this year, 2 different years. It's
But-
year to year in basketball.
but the thing-
Kawhi is going to give you what he wants. Beverly going to give you the hard nosed defense. And Marquise Morris, you know what you get. You know what you're going to
You
get.
got Luke, but you got Luke Williams gonna get you 25.
Yeah, you got that, but he hasn't been playing well this season.
But I'm just saying the playoffs.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is the play? All this is year to year.
For me, bro, if I'm Frank Vogel, you gotta somehow get some confidence in Kuzma. Like the way his rotation is, bro, it's like he always got Brian and AD on the court with Kuzma. He needs to sit Brian and
But
AD
Brian,
down.
Brian got to take that leadership role and try to bring Kuzma along. They can win.
No, Kuzma need to get
No,
himself
no,
together.
but what I'm
Kuzma
saying,
gotta get it together. Bro.
he does. But as a leader, this LeBron team, like
Who's to say
I was
doing
reading
it?
all of what Kobe said. You got to figure out a way to bring certain players along, right?
Mhm.
You got to figure out what sparked Kuzma to get it done. Like you got to figure it out as a leader, and he got to be a leader to say, "Look, Kuzma, we need you, bro."
Who's
What
to say
if-
he's not doing that?
But I'm just saying, he has to track that code.
But
He
But
has to
but I
track
think
that
would
code.
help Kuzma. He's never the guy, right? Like with the second unit is always the Brown or AD on the floor. So if AD or Brown on the floor, you know they're the first go-to guy. You gotta. It's almost like you gotta bruise, massage a person's ego. You know, a person is very.
like Larry
ego.
Bird had to do it.
You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah,
gotta.
that's what I'm saying.
You gotta give a dog a bone,
That's what I'm saying. So LeBron got to be that person.
right? But even still, bro, I think Vogel has to trust that Kuzma, you on the floor
It's
by
gonna
yourself
come-
with
it's
the
come
second
from-
unit.
it's come from
That's gonna help him
LeBron.
with his confidence.
we got breaking news.
What's the breaking news?
Breaking news from Woj at that.
Woj?
Wojciechowski, when he has something to say, it's breaking news.
Right.
Veteran guard Darren Collison has decided that he won't return to the NBA this season.
Wow.
Plans to stay retired.
Wowzer.
Wow.
That's
So
big.
you were depending on that.
Yeah, if I'm the Lakers,
That's
bro,
a tough loss.
if you the Lakers, you go get IT. He on the streets.
I don't know if IT ever gonna play
Why?
in the NBA again,
He
bro.
was playing well with the Wizards.
So why was he cut?
Yeah,
I don't
but
know,
But
man.
they traded him because of contract. So he traded him with.
Well, it wouldn't be bad if they could go get him. It won't hurt
He's playing decent.
because he might be better than Rondo, but Rondo.
He might
Rondo need to be out the rotation.
Yeah,
bro.
He might need to be that Lou Williams, come off the bench. Get
Yeah,
you
he can take Rondo minutes, but Rondo ain't giving you nothing.
Yeah, but I say like you just gotta give Kuz the confidence, bro. And
But
give
that
him
comes from
shots.
LeBron. It don't come from the coach.
But
No,
it's
but-
the
but-
rotation though.
But this is the thing
It's
though.
the rotation.
It's the rotation, but at the same time too, cool. You need to get off your ass. You getting paid money to play.
No, you
You,
got.
if somebody got to motivate you to get buckets,
Yeah,
then
bro.
you don't need to be in the league. You get paid money to play, do something that
But-
you love. And dog,
What I
we
tried
make
to-
excuses. We make excuses for too many athletes to say, "Well, I need to pat him on the
Right.
butt to get right." No,
Right.
get out there and play.
What I told you, they should have kept Brandon Ingram. Y'all was saying, "Oh, Kuz ain't tradable." I said, Brandon Ingram is the better
But
player.
let me ask you a question.
I saw that last year.
Do you-
Because if Kuzma ain't scoring, he give you nothing.
Yeah, he don't.
He give you nothing if he's not getting buckets. And I told you last year, I said, bro, do not trade Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram will be an all-star in this league. and he's.
But do you think Brandon Ingram would play the same?
No,
with
Brandon
AD?
Ingram, yes.
Hold on, with
He-
AD, with
yes,
AD,
yes.
with AD and LeBron.
He
Now,
won't.
do you think Brandon Ingram
Yes.
will be playing the same way?
Yes,
he's
I
playing
think
now?
he will.
He
The
won't, bro.
dude, he
Because
will.
He's a ball handler.
No, he can do more than ball handler. Dude can score off the dribble. He come on picks. He does everything. He's not just a ball handler. The dude, I saw that last year when he was coming in on, he was getting 28, 25. He was more aggressive. Like I said,
Yeah,
the
but
dude,
you didn't- but
the dude
LeBron-
gonna be the next KD, bro.
But dog, with LeBron,
Wow.
but
Did
LeBron.
that boy just say that boy gonna be the next
He's gonna be
KD?
the next KD.
Wow,
Man,
sir.
you crazy.
I'm telling
man,
you.
You're crazy.
Man, let me take
I
it.
called it first. I told you he's gonna be an all-star, and he an all-star.
Talk about being an all-star.
Can't
No.
stop it, bro.
Kyle Lowry,
Did
the
you just say
all-star.
this boy gonna be the next KD?
He can score like KD, bro.
Oh wow, boy, you foolish.
Okay.
So
We
you
gonna
so
take-
so what you telling me? Hold on, make sure we get this on wax.
As the world turns,
Okay.
we gonna
Dude
go to
gonna be
another
a.
topic.
Okay.
Lord have mercy,
I'm putting on record for you, dude. Where he would be a 28, 27 score. He already a 25.
Next.
He's gonna be a 20. I'm just putting it on record.
All right.
Watch.
So
Watch.
we gonna mark this
I'm gonna
date.
let you
February
ride.
9th, 2020.
Watch.
He said that boy gonna be another KD and average
What?
28 points a game.
28 games.
So-
He averages 25 right now.
So as we go up 95, there's a team in Pennsylvania that's struggling a little bit. What do you think Elton Brand should do with the? Now that he can't trade Embiid, he can't trade Simmons past the trade deadline.
I told you.
Should they fire Brett Brown?
I'll start that off. Yeah. I mean, you can't fire him right now. I mean,
You can do whatever you like.
no, you can't. I mean, you're already 3/4 into the season.
Who cares?
Even though it's the All-Star Weekend, that's not the end of it. That's not.
That would be the
halfway.
perfect time to do it.
No, halfway. All-Star Week is not halfway. It's actually they're already.
They're already past halfway.
They're past way. They're almost 3/4 in the season. So at this standpoint, you got to go with the coach that got you there because his staff is basically the same staff that came from the Spurs.
Mhm.
So I mean, you stick with. Right now, you stick with them, and you see how it runs into the playoffs because they may step their game up a little bit into the playoffs. You got to realize at least 3 of their cornerstone players, maybe 2 or 3, wasn't even on the, that are on the team now. Was on the team last year.
Okay.
They got the kid from Miami Heat
Mhm.
who was on the team last
Yeah,
year. Who's still trying to figure out his role. He's more of a defensive stopper and a slasher.
Yep.
But they're still trying to have him shoot threes. He's not really a 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
You got Harford that's still trying to figure out how to play with this team. You got another guy. I mean, Jimmy Butler's going, so they got
Tobias Harris.
Tobias Harris, who's now that
Go-to
that
guy.
the third scorer now, or second or third scorer, who at times is off and on. So they still have room to grow and they still have time. They can go on a run. We don't know what it's going to be. I mean, yeah, they've lost a lot of bad games and they lost a lot of games on the road against very quality teams. But
Horrible on the road. It's like
but
every day.
it doesn't really matter how they're playing right now. If they get to a spurt at the end of the season, win that first series, then we're gonna look at Philly different.
So they go
So-
out in the first round. What you do?
Then you fine, but I mean that's when the end of the season though,
Okay.
right? Because Elton Brand got to look at it like this: he don't want to tie his name to this coach because they may get rid of him. You know what I mean? Because he's the one who's offered a lot of money. He spent a lot of money in the offseason.
Right.
Getting a lot of players, and he just pulled that trade with Glenn Robinson III
Mhm.
and the other key players. So I feel like right now, here's the opportunity to kind of try to get some 3 or 4 wins in a row, get better, get to the end of the season, just win one playoff series, and then everybody will be back on their jock again because they do get 2 of the most talented players in the East.
Okay.
I mean, if you look at the top 5 players in the East or the top 10 players, them 2 players there.
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that. Those 2 players are gonna be in that top 10 when you look at the East. The East is the best players. So
So what's up with Embiid? You think?
I mean, he's been injured a lot. Sometimes he doesn't look like he's in the best shape, in my
I
opinion.
don't think he's ever been in shape.
I don't think he's always in the best shape. Doesn't look like he's healthy. Or I mean, let's not say healthy. It just look like he's just not in great shape.
Mm-hmm.
And that to me is where he's been struggling at. And I think he's struggling with this type of team because the floor is not spread it out. He can't get to the post.
Mhm.
He can't play the pick and roll. And he's struggling on defense,
Yeah.
which is something that we haven't seen before.
Yeah, it's bad. Keith, what you think about Brett Brown? Fire? Keith, what do you think?
I agree with James. I feel like, to me, man, playoff ball is different from regular season ball. And I really think teams don't start really making their adjustments after All-Star, right? So I agree with James, but I had said all the time, I just don't think Embiid and Ben Simmons mix. It's just their games. It make Embiid more of a 3-point shooter when he needs to be on the block, right? And I agree with James. You ride it out through the season. At the end of the day, I think Philly would be. I like this trade with Anthony Hardaway Jr. Right? I still think they're gonna end up being in the Eastern Conference Final.
Think so?
Yeah, if they don't play Milwaukee early in the first round, right?
The way they playing now, they might
But-
face them in the second round.
But they play in the
One
second
full
round.
matchup.
But yeah, so I think, but like James said, you don't fire him right now, right? And I think you play this year out. Like they still trying to figure it out. They got pieces like the Al Horford, who gonna be great in the playoff. Embiid just gotta get more killing him, bro. Stop shooting all these damn threes. Like you 6'3", bro. Like, bro, you should not shoot 10 threes in a game. You're not Klay Thompson. you're not Steph Curry, bro. You're not KD. Why are you shooting 10 threes in a game?
Yeah.
And I just think Ben Simmons played better without him on the floor. And I said this early on, like a few weeks ago on record. I was like, you're gonna have to trade one of them. And I think it's Embiid, bro. You gonna after this year. First, you see how far they can go, but yeah, you definitely ride it out this year.
So you move Al Horford to the 5 if you trade Embiid?
Yes.
Man, Al Horford is done too.
Yeah, he playing bad.
Al Horford is
But
done.
I'm saying after this year, you don't make no moves after this year.
Yeah.
Right. So so Al Horford, right? He's still under contract.
No, he just signed.
Right. So you
He
have
got like a 5-year deal.
yeah. So you have to keep him, but Embiid, you can trade him for players.
Yeah.
You can trade
But
him.
you're not gonna get the value back.
I don't know. You get value for Embiid.
Nah, nobody's not giving up a ton of talent just to
Not
get
for no
Embiid
Embiid.
for
Yes, they
$7.
would for Embiid. You
Nah,
would.
Who? Yeah, they not.
Who? Tell me the
nobody's
team.
giving
Tell me
up
the
their
team.
cornerstone.
Because
Tell me the team.
No, because they'll feel like Embiid and Ben Simmons just don't work together. Embiid,
Yeah.
what Embiid averaging?
He's
But around like 22 and 10.
Yes,
But
but you
I-
definitely get value for that.
I think he's on to something because, I mean, a big man is always hard to come by, especially somebody who to dominate the post.
2020.
But that's the problem. He don't sit in the post. He out there shooting jump shots.
Because the offense they got to run with him and Ben Simmons. Because Ben Simmons is a driver. He's like a LeBron. You need shooters around Ben Simmons. You need the floor spread. With Embiid, he can't get on the post because it don't work for.
So you get rid of Embiid and you're gonna have everything just spread out.
Yes, you got to build a team around him like
And
you did for LeBron.
they're gonna be like Houston.
They was winning when Embiid was out. Philly was winning. Look how they smashed the Lakers. And Ben Simmons numbers.
That's
went
only
up.
one game.
No, that whole time he was out, they was winning.
How many games they won?
I don't remember how many games
I don't think they won
played.
one.
No,
Because they went on losing streak after they beat the Lakers.
They won more
Listen,
than
they
one.
won 3 or 4
They played
games.
home.
Okay.
They played more than one.
But outside of home,
But they just can't sustain that type of game plan or those type of winning streak because, I mean, when Embiid got back, they have to slow the pace down.
Yes,
So now the pace is slow.
exactly.
The style of play is different.
Yeah.
I feel like
but do you really think? Do you think that Elton Brand wouldn't make that trade?
If you don't win this year, you have to. You have to think about
well, Elton Brand, if he wants to keep his job, he's gonna have to figure something out. I think the problem they're gonna have is I think Embiid, people Philly like Embiid more than like Ben Simmons. That's where the issue is gonna be, right? And I feel like if it's a popularity contest, Embiid would win because he just feels like he gives that Philly embodiment.
Yeah.
But I ain't lie, I watched them and it's just disappointing.
You're right.
And I think the key is Brent Brown because he needs to figure out how to maximize both of their potential when they're on the floor together, but
He
when
gotta
they're
figure
off
out
the
the
floor.
floor, yeah.
And one's on the floor, the other one's off the floor. He don't do that well either.
Yeah.
He don't maintain that style of play to allow Ben Simmons to play a certain way. So when Wesley's not on the floor, he can keep that fast pace going.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's gonna be the key to.
And I do like Ben, and you're right. I do like Ben Simmons because I actually sat down and watched Philly play,
Yeah.
and he looks more fluent when Embiid is off the
Yeah.
floor. He attacks the basket.
he plays a
he
lot
plays
like-
hard. Yeah,
Because the driving lanes are open.
yeah. He get it
He
in.
plays a lot like Giannis
Yeah, downhill.
when he's not on the floor.
Yeah,
He
downhill.
do.
He
Yeah.
plays a lot like Giannis when he's not on the floor.
But then I called it like 3-4 weeks ago. I said, you got to make a trade. You got to trade Embiid.
Yeah, one of those guys gotta go.
But I do agree though. You gotta let Brown stay and finish the season. Then you determine how far they go in the playoffs, and you might have to do some busting up of everybody.
Yeah, so on the Augie Brothers show, man, we talk about everything, whether it's controversial, not controversial. So this week, Gayle King has made a lot of news about the Kobe situation with his rape case when she had an interview with Lisa Leslie. I want to get y'all thoughts on this while we wrap up the NBA. What you think, D Springs?
I think she should have never asked the question. And the thing of it is, I know she's a reporter. I know, you know, these news stations look for, you know, ratings and things like that. And to me, she read the script before she went and talked to Lisa Leslie about this situation. You had all these years to talk to Kobe about the situation if you really wanted to know about the situation. Right. And evidently, the new Gale, CBS, nobody, you know, once it happened, they talked to Kobe when it happened years ago. It was done. It was buried. And I don't like when people die, like celebrities die, they have some things happen in the past that's already been talked about. Why are you rehashing this situation? You know, it's done. Let it go. Don't try to boost your ratings to ask about something that's already been spoken about, you know, when it happened, you know. So let it be. And she's feeling some kind of way because she's getting a lot of backlash. You ask for that backlash. You know how people feel. Yeah, you know how people felt about Kobe. Yeah. You already know what the script was when you read it before you asked Lisa Leslie. And you put Lisa Leslie in an awkward situation because that was one of her best friends. I mean, how you think you didn't? So now when people jumping down your throat and coming at you, you feeling some kind of way about it. You should have thought about that before you asked the question. You should have went to CBS and said, you know what? I don't think this is the right time to ask this question. Let's move this to the back because this does not have nothing to do, you know, with what I gotta ask Lisa Leslie. Like Kobe, he's gone. You know, he's talked about this when it happened. It's settled now. It's done. Yeah. You wait years later after the man passed. And I think that's where black analysts don't do us a good service in the community because you doing what they ask you to do when you should stop it right. I mean, you know, stop it before it gets to that point because you know sooner or later the right person here or the right people see it on Twitter or whatever, all the news out there, they're gonna get at you. Yeah, if we feel there's something wrong, we're gonna get at you. We don't care if you feel some kind of way about it because you know what you were doing. Gotcha. Don't get mad at CBS and try to say, oh, well, you know, they should have did. No, you saw the script, you need to own it.
Gotcha. Keep what you think, man. It's your man.
Yeah, I understand, like I had this debate with my girl and stuff. I understand that's her job, you gotta ask these questions, but I'm with
you got a girl?
Yeah, I got a girl. But I understand Donovan's point of view. I wouldn't ask the question, right? I just, and even if you did ask the question, you should have let her got her answer apart. You ain't had to keep digging. Yeah. Saying like, well, you're not gonna see that, like, because you know you're not showing the same energy when it's other people involved, like other race, like the
Harvey Weinstein, and then your boy.
We and nobody's perfect, right? Kobe, and that's why I think a lot of people relate to Kobe. He didn't have a perfect. Nobody's perfect. Everybody have this and that, but like you said, y'all waited years. Y'all could have asked this man years ago. What do you think you're gonna have? You could have called Kobe up and did an interview and said, do you think it's gonna affect your legacy or whatever, right? So I just
right after he retired.
Right after he retired, right? Yeah. If you want to find out what he thought about it.
Exactly.
So don't wait. And I thought she did it for numbers, and then you trying to backtrack, like you said, Donna. I'm mad at the network because they shouldn't have posted this and this and that. Nah, you know. So, but Snoop Dogg, now we can't. You know, social media, bro. Once somebody go in, everybody go bullying you. He could have chose his words a little better. Yeah. How he came at her. So I blame both of them because she's in a position as a black woman. You don't want her to get ridiculed or ridiculed on as a black woman, as a journalist. But both of them could have handled the situation better. Yeah. So that's my take on it.
What you got? I mean, JD, what you got, bro?
I haven't been up to date on this, so I'm not even gonna lie to anybody. But the only thing I already caught that is out of sight of this is how did Bill Cosby get a Twitter account?
Hey, bro.
Bill in the feds, bro. Bill eating steak and potatoes.
Hey, Bill lives in an apartment. He lives in an apartment.
And Jello.
It's the Brown Hornet.
When I heard that part, I heard his. I read his Twitter, his tweet, that's what they call it, right? I was like, how did he get a Twitter account to tweet from jail?
He got that 7 in jail, baby.
Man, Bill on the
I mean, like, after he asked somebody to do it, so I'm pretty sure Bill's commissary.
Bill eating steak and potatoes.
I'm like, I think that was what came to my mind. But Bill Cosby went in. He talked about her and he talked about Oprah,
Yeah.
right? And how they do black men.
Right.
And he had a point.
He had a point.
But I was just like, so you got Twitter in jail?
That's so, man. That's so.
The Pennsylvania correctional facilities, and you got Twitter, you tweeting and tweeting it. That's all that really just. But I mean, I agree with everybody else. I agree with all you guys. You know, I think she did it for ratings, and you know, I think it would have been better for her to took the same aggressive nature that she took to ask those particular questions and to try to get that message out.
Yeah.
It'd been the same thing. She should have took the same aggressive nature when she got the backlash, and she should have retracted that particular part and apologized and just kind of discuss the fact that even though she knows what she's doing it for, maybe the response that she was thinking that was going to come out of that just didn't come out that way. And you reap what you sow at times.
Oh, absolutely.
And in that business, and we are in this business now ourselves. We all got to understand that our words is power.
Yep.
And how you intend to use those words can be hurtful, and it can hurt a lot of people, and clearly it hurt Lakem Nation deeply. And hey man, she's gonna have to deal with the situation now. So Oprah, give her some security. You've been helping her all her life. You know what I mean? That's your bestie. Go give her the best security that she can get.
Bestie.
CBS, hook her up because people are not happy about that situation, and it'll blow over eventually.
Oh yeah, everything.
But right now, she just needs to understand that it would be better for her not to attack CBS or complain about the story getting out or that snippet getting out. It would be better for her to apologize and
remorseful for it.
And be more remorseful because it's a story. She could say, I had to ask that question, but hopefully, and no, I meant to say hopefully, or ultimately, she hopes that it doesn't have a bad mark on her. Yeah. And that it's just a story that she just had to ask that question. She knows that they have a very close relationship, but hopefully not at this standpoint. She can just come off on a better foot. She just goes out and apologizes. And she needs to apologize to Kobe's family, his wife, and those other victims, because you were so focused on Kobe, you don't even remember that the other victims so far in that hotel. About the helicopter crash, and you just doing that and knowing that Gigi died with him. I mean, why would that even be a part of your subject matter when you know his child died with him?
Right.
And her child died with him. So it's just a bad look all the time.
And James, you're right. And now one time in the interview I heard, she never even brought up the other victims.
Right.
It was just solely on Kobe, like you're doing it for ratings.
Yeah.
You could have put in we let's talk about the other victims. It was just like you did it for clickbait.
Yeah. And I wonder what the chick think about that.
The who?
The chick. The chick. The cake. This is why. Because at the end of the day, she done involved her in this. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
He probably reached out to her.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, Gail to me, and like I said, she could have ended this from the start when she got the script. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't doing it.
Cause like she could even say, look, we need to take this out due to what's going on. Yeah. Let's take this out.
And it's too quick.
Yeah.
And it's too
fresh.
No, it ain't even. Listen, it ain't.
The wound was still open.
But it's the thing.
Yeah.
That joint shouldn't never came up. Period. Yeah. That's my problem that I have with these analysts. And when we in this world too.
But Dom, you know what it's about. Dom, you know what it's about though. It's about rating.
Yeah, but this is the thing.
It's all good. It's all good, man. So as we wrap up. Major League Baseball about to start spring training. That was a huge trade.
A Red Sox.
Oh, you ain't no Red Sox fan.
I'm a Red Sox fan. Stop hating.
Hold up. The trade hasn't been. The trade is still waiting.
So we got a pending trade still.
No, it went through today.
Okay, I know it was pending yesterday.
Stop hating on me and my Red Sox.
It depended. It's already went through, but it does depend on certain physicals.
Yeah. So since you're a Red Sox fan, what's your thoughts on the Mookie Betts, David Price to the Dodgers? Does that really make the Red Sox, not a contender this year?
Well, no. I always like the way our organization handle. We don't wait 2-3 years later. We get on it early where you thinking like you can move and get value and rebuild. and I like what the Red Sox doing, bro. You don't wait till they on their last leg to make a move. You get value while you get value for it, right?
Okay.
So I love what the Red Sox did.
All right, what you think, D Spring? You're a baseball head.
Man, we gonna beat the brakes off y'all next year.
Who is we?
I'm a Yankee fan. We gonna beat the brakes off y'all.
Cut it out.
Keith,
Stop.
hold on, Keith.
Cut
Keith,
it out.
that was one of the dumbest trades I
Stop.
think. I can understand getting rid of David Price. David Price been struggling the last 2 years.
What we got for him?
They got a heralded rookie that's in the
Yeah,
system.
ain't no proven yet.
But
You got
like
to
you said,
potential.
but you going on potential, like you said.
But
right?
potential, but this is the thing. That don't mean, yeah, you going off the potential, but that don't mean he gonna be good next year. He might not be good 10 years later.
But,
you got rid of.
I just
you,
think the Dodgers, I think the Red Sox just didn't want to offer Mookie Betts that.
Exactly. That's what it came down to.
Right, and I agree with him.
Why?
One
He one of
man-
your best players.
One man ain't worth three.
He won your World Series 2 years ago.
He one of your best players.
We gave you a ring for that.
I mean, he had
He had a decent year.
a solid year. So,
But dog, y'all gave
it
away.
could be a trend.
Y'all gave away.
Okay,
your
so
best
if it
player.
works, then what you gonna say?
we don't know that.
Then
No, I'm saying if it does, you gonna say?
I don't think it. I
You
don't
gonna
think.
say-
I don't think it's gonna work. First of all, y'all gave him to the Dodgers.
Dodgers going all in, boy. They got.
Now,
they
and to be, I think it was a bad trade.
Dodgers every year be like this.
go all in every year.
Every year, ain't nothing that.
But
It
Keith,
ain't
y'all
nothing.
gave away two of y'all. Now David Price, I think he trending down.
Yeah,
But Mookie Betts,
he never live up to that.
yeah, I'm just like, come on,
Live
bro.
up to that. Jay,
But
what
you know
you
what?
think about that deal?
Listen,
As we wrap up,
that deal tells me the Dodgers are full on board. They're taking all the top talent and they're not missing at all. And I don't see if they lose, man, it gotta be the coach because I mean,
They've been in the last couple of years.
there's no reason why the Dodgers should lose. No, last year
they
they lost
should
to the
have. They
Nats.
should have a World Series.
They lost to the
by now.
Nats in the first round.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they should be losing if you're getting all those bats,
Yeah.
all that talent.
And now you got 3 stud pitchers.
Like you got the
You
best
got
talent.
Kershaw, you got Hill, you got
You
Root,
got the
now you got
best
David
talent
Price.
in
You got Mookie Betts now.
LB. Like there's no reason why they should be
But they
losing at all.
said, what they saying? Names don't win championship.
Dog, but that
Paper
listen,
on paper
listen,
don't win.
They
Dog,
put
but
up
they
big
start
numbers.
studying that.
Listen,
They put up
names.
offensive
It's not
numbers.
that names don't win championships. It's chemistry. But you know the Nats has had their first 2 pitches off their lineup was studs,
Mhm.
and they ran them all the way through to the championship
Pitching
World
win
Series.
championship.
But I mean, they also had great hitting too.
Mhm.
But I mean, if you're batting from the 3rd to the 6th, I mean, what can you do with that?
Yeah.
Because I mean, they got probably the 4 of the best hitters
Yep.
in the NLB. So
Yeah, bro.
from I guess from like second or first from the start of the lineup
They
to
talking
like
about
the
to
them
the
boys.
7th.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you
They-
going to
they
do?
still-
But did Boston make the playoff last year?
No.
No.
All right, so my point.
But that wasn't Mookie's fault.
I'm just
Exactly.
saying.
Well,
Did you
Mookie's
not
fault.
watch? Did you
I
not
just
watch?
think
You
they don't
know
want
when
to
they
pay
won
their
it?
money, bro.
I'm just saying, why pay a player $300 million when we ain't make the playoff with you?
He just won a ring 2 years ago. He had
That was 2 years
MVP.
ago.
He was
Right? That was 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, you got to win the
Like,
World
what you
Series
do
every
for-
year.
Dog, but dog, you can't
Baseball
disparage
ain't
people
that-
every year.
Baseball had that type of
But at least you gotta make the
don't have that type
playoff.
of foundation, bro.
At least you gotta make the
Baseball,
playoff.
it takes a lot to make the playoffs. It just ain't a one player type thing.
There ain't no 16 players.
We from the Bean Town, bro. We were champions or nothing, bro.
Bean.
Bean
That boy, a
Town.
fake Red Sox fan.
Bean
Ever
Town.
seen in my
Yeah.
life.
When y'all win your first championship?
When we beat the Yankees, when my man
What
had
year
the
was that?
blood in the red. I think 2004.
Good. I'm glad you know
Come
that.
on, bro.
much.
Stop playing with me.
I'm really glad
Stop
you know that.
playing with
Yeah,
me.
they didn't win it.
Stop playing
I
with
wouldn't
me.
beat us.
fans.
They beat us up
I
4
should have
straight.
said. I
Stop
should've said,
playing with me.
When
It took you how many years?
Stop. I don't matter. That's
Like
when I
99
no
years?
no
100
real
years?
talk. That's when I came. That's when I came a Red Sox fan. 'Cause
We
I
all
bet
know
it.
it.
I told y'all the story.
We all
What do do that?
I told y'all. Stop playing with me. It don't matter.
Hey, who
Stop
the
playing
pitch
my
with the
Red
blood in the
Sox
sock?
fan, brother.
It's all good, man.
Who the pitch with the blood in the sock?
Man, he don't know.
He don't know.
Man, look.
It's all
He
good.
don't know. Kurt Schilling.
Man, it's all good, man. We had a good show
I ain't
today.
about to play these games. y'all.
We had some great
This ain't
time.
pop quiz. This ain't pop quiz Friday.
It's Pop Quiz Sunday. Yeah, man, we had a great show today, guys. So we're gonna
Yes,
end
sir.
it as we always do, the rant of the day, or whatever you gotta get off your chest. D Spring, what's your rant of the day?
Man, Gail King, get your shit together. Leave folk alone. Ask questions that you need to ask and get out the